The Haunting of Molly Bannister is a 2019 film directed and written by Dixon. And we have a cast including Tiana Rogers, Susan Lee Burton, Emmeline Hartley, Kempster, and various others. And in general, it's a good story. I think it could be a good entry-level horror. If you're new to horror or you're not sure if you're going to enjoy doll-based horror, then I'd say maybe it's worth watching. If you're a seasoned horror fan and you're looking for something terrifying, it's probably not going to work very well. A young girl receives a doll, and I have to say it was a pretty good decision. She named the doll after herself. Her name is Molly Bannister, and she calls the doll Molly Bannister, which I thought worked quite well, because when they were talking about the child's behaviour, she starts to display some unusual behaviours. They are talking about Molly Bannister, but at the same time, it's kind of heavily implied to us as the viewer, of course, that maybe the doll Molly Bannister has something to do with this. And I just thought it worked quite well. I can't say no other horror film has done this before, but I can't think of a doll-based horror where the doll, and usually there's a child, not always, but usually there's a child who owns the doll. I can't think of anyone where they've got the same name, but there could be. But I thought it worked really well. And obviously the big question is, how dark will this get? What are the capabilities of this Molly Bannister doll? And, of course, what is Molly herself going to do? In general, it's a decent enough narrative. It works well, it flows well, the pacing is good. With regards to the horror aspect, it's not very scary. It's got a nice enough atmosphere. It did feel like there was just always something about to happen, and occasionally something did happen. It did deliver on a few occasions. But if you are a seasoned horror fan, I don't think you're going to find it very scary. But as I said, if you're quite new to horror and you're not sure if you have the stomach for something doll-based or something of a similar nature, then I'd say it might be worth watching. Or indeed, if you're a horror fan, but you're looking for something that's a very easy watch, maybe something to put on in the background when you're doing other things, then certainly I think it could be a good one for that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not the scariest, but it gets from one point to the next in a very believable way. The characters are well enough written, the performances are absolutely fine, the camera works fine. I didn't make any notes about the music, which tells me it wasn't annoying or anything, which is always a good thing. So in general, whether you're, I'd say, new to horror and you want to watch it and see how you cope with it, if it's going to be too scary or maybe not scary enough, or if you're already a horror fan and you're looking for something that's either a really easy watch or something to put on in the background while you're doing other things, then I think it could certainly be a good piece of company, because it's not that intense, it's not that scary, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fine. So in general, I thought The Haunting of Molly Bannister was a decent narrative with a nice enough amount of, I'd say, spooky atmosphere. I wouldn't say it's particularly scary, but it has a nice atmosphere. If you're new to horror, it might be a little bit more intense. And in general, if there's a reason you want to watch it, I'd say absolutely give it a go. I certainly didn't mind it. As a one-time watch, The Haunting of Molly Bannister was a decent enough experience. And if you're curious, I'd say it's worth checking out.